Nowadays, Bulgaria's currency is the euro
Mm.
since the 1st of January of this year. The nation adopted the European currency in place of their old lev. It used to be called the lev.
Yes.
Well, actually, it's in a transition period. They're still using the lev and the euro until the end of this month.
Mm.
This month is the transition period. Currently, it's 2.66 lev to the pound.
All right.
Just ask Sveklia Todorova, as she and three cohorts
Mm.
diddled the Department of Works and Pensions out of £54 million
Yeah.
back in 2024.
All right. Okay.
She was sentenced to 3 years in prison for a part in the crime in 2024, and what they did when made up 6,000 false claims on universal credit,
Oh, okay.
and the four women who made up the group, they must have had excellent administrative skills
Mm.
because not only did they have to apply
Mm.
and supply documents,
Mm.
and, but they had to receive and funnel the money back to the home country of Bulgaria,
Mm.
where they bought houses and lavish lifestyles. But back to Todovora. Like I said, she was sentenced to 3 years, but was released 1 year later and simply moved back in with her husband in London, where she and her hubby are back on universal credit.
Mm.
Right? Um, well, with all the rents paid and nearly all the rents paid, and £1,300 a month for hubby because he's depressed.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, she might even be turning back to her old ways, an old lag.
Yes.
You see, husband wasn't charged with the fraud
Mm.
of the 54 mil, just her
Mm.
in that household. And as the homes in Bulgaria were bought using both her and her husband's name, they are safe. They're in the bank, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't have to gamble the houses. They're
Mm.
safe now.
Yes. That's it. Yes. Yep.
Jim Bowen used to say on Bullseye.
Yes. Yeah. I remember it. Yes.
About a prison stay of 1 year of the three. She said she enjoyed it. She was able to get her hair and nails done on the inside. It seems that it was quite a relaxing break.
Mm.
She said it was like a holiday.
Oh, Her Majesty's, His Majesty's Spa Services. Yeah. Okay.
And is she going to be deported back to Bulgaria? I hear you ask. Don't be silly.
Mm.
The British government would have none of it. The other three of the four, because it
Mm.
was four that did it, are awaiting deportation, which can only happen after confiscation of ill-gotten gains.
Mm.
That can be clawed back by the government. The courts demanded they pay back just £1 million, a long way short of the 54 they diddled. In the meantime, Todavora is hunkering down and no doubt living it up
Yeah.
in a rented flat in Erith. It's a place in London somewhere, apparently,
Yeah.
singing the praises of the UK and the system and how it helped her. Although now she claims that both her and her husband are depressed, bless
Oh,
them. Motive, no doubt, behind their current claim of universal credit.
oh dear.
Bit of a dilemma, that one, isn't it?
I mean, okay, she's married to a British guy.
Well, that's not clear.
That's not clear. Oh, okay. I thought, yeah, I thought the implication was that he was British, but yeah, yeah, I saw the headline for this, and I thought, you know, I've had a week. You know, you look at things, you're thinking, Another one. Um, yes, okay. We are soft. This country is soft touch Britain. Yeah. Um, and yeah, come here, get your free mobile and everything. Okay, well, she didn't, but yeah, she claimed for it probably. Um, yes, there are members of the indigenous population that I know and others know who are struggling to get anything, having paid years into the system, struggling to get anything out. Obviously, I'm not going to name them here. Um, so I can't bring the receipts on this one, but yes, I know of them. Or having to go through no end of paperwork and um, interviews and consultations, etc., etc. Yeah, yeah, just looking at them, you can see they've got a problem. Literally looking at them. Um, yeah, and as you said, these people, and they've always been about who know how to play the system, and that's exactly what it is. It's the old-fashioned playing the system. They are so well organized; it's incredible. Um, yeah, I mean, they've got the skills to operate a private business.
Yep.
Although in the UK now, who'd set up a small business at the moment? Only a crazy person. Um, you talk about losing money, only somebody that really did want to lose their money or launder it. Um, yes, it is a I wouldn't say it's a tough one. She got caught, she went to prison. She was probably running the wing, possibly. So like she had a good life there. I mean, I don't know much about prison. I've only ever been inside a prison once, and that's to visit.
She was just in prison. She was just a very good girl. Apparently, the
Yeah.
rumor has it that the staff were weeping to see her go.
All right.
She liked her so much.
Well, she probably is quite charismatic, quite a character, and probably jokey. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, if you are staff in those places, it can be depressing, I'd imagine. Um, and yeah, possibly she was probably. I mean, I saw a picture of her. Yeah, she did look a sort of live wire soul. That's probably why she got away with it.
Not the picture I saw.
No, I don't know.
The picture I saw was a woman about 50 years old,
Yeah.
sullen.
No, right.
I don't know where you got that picture from.
No, well, never mind. Yeah. Well, like I said, scroll back. Oh, somebody's been on the diddle. You got to remember where when I was growing up in the UK through the 80s, 90s. Yeah, there were a lot of people doing it, so it wasn't the biggest shock. Um, it sounds like yeah, she was probably the leader of the group who managed to do it.
No evidence of that either. She
Yeah.
said she said in the article that she pleaded guilty. She said that she was just helping out.
Oh well. Well, in which case, yeah. I'm trying to build a picture.
You should have read the whole article.
Yeah. Well, if yeah, well, it's just like I said, I didn't. I read the headline on this because I didn't know. Yes, topic of conversation. Um, like I say, I grew up a little bit around people that were fiddling, and then also know people now that are struggling to get who need the help, struggle to get the help. So it's always interesting when you hear these people who know how to play the system, do it very efficiently, no questions asked. Um, it is fraud. It is so obviously fraud.
Yeah, but the thing that got me with this, Mark, is that they were doing it wholesale.
Mm,
You know, they had
mm,
6,000 false claims. It isn't like Joe Bloggs on the corner
mm,
who's
mm.
doing a little earner whilst he's on the sick.
Yeah, yeah. The
You
side
know, it's
hustle.
not
Yeah,
because if Joe Bloggs gets caught, then what happens is that his um, allowances are then cut to pay back the
yeah,
overpay that they gave
yeah,
him.
yeah. But
These ladies got 54 million and they're only asked to pay back 1 million.
well, yeah,
So
they're
if
only.
you're gonna diddle the system, you may as well go whole. You
That's
may
what
as
I was
well
going to say. Yeah,
may as well
make
go scuff earth on it.
Well, it's like anything else. If you walk into somewhere as brazen as anything else, if it sounds strange, people will ignore you. You know, so if you walk in and look a bit suspicious, that's probably it. Nobody questioned it. It was possibly even familiarity. They found gaps in the system. It would suggest to me that maybe they were getting some help from somewhere as well. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't read the article. I don't know. I'm only surmising with the info you gave me. Um, but um, it is a classic case of, yeah, knowing how to play the system. Remember, we also in the 80s grew up with people on TV who were playing the system, and they were the main protagonists in the programs, heroes almost. Yeah, getting one over on the establishment. Um, what's actually happened now in our society is we're now turning on these people, whereas before they were seen as being not quite Robin Hoods, but yeah, people that, oh well, yeah, good luck. They managed to find the chink in the armor.
But I think that's the reason why these people are starting to get
Mm,
um, frowned upon,
yeah,
is mainly because of exactly what this article is about, with
mm,
the people who are not of British heritage
yeah.
claiming the system, fraud in the system. It isn't just a case of claiming everything that you can.
No, no,
I
yeah.
mean,
Still will get
if
struck
you're
back. Yeah,
entitled, if the system allows you to claim for something,
yeah,
I can't really argue with somebody because they're claiming for something
mm,
that they are allowed to claim for,
yeah.
even if it gives them more income than somebody who's working. You know that
Well,
that
okay.
that
Yeah, well,
right.
okay,
But the
but
thing is
that's
that these
yeah.
people, like I said, once again, 6,000 false claims,
Mm.
and that's fraud.
I mean, it could be that they were shocked themselves how much they managed to get away with as well. Um, and
Never shocked. Get as much as you can. I'm surprised they limited themselves to 6,000. They
well,
probably couldn't. They couldn't carry more workload.
yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that there would be a limitation to A, how much you could possibly do, and B, don't make it so big that it becomes too obvious. Or was somebody waiting for them to slip up? Um, and
You
it'd
know, they,
be,
they were they were tipped off. The police in Bulgaria
mm,
tipped off the authorities in the UK because
yeah,
an awful lot of money was
well,
coming all from the same region, by the way. They're all from the same region in Bulgaria.
yeah,
And this money was flooding in and houses were being bought all of a sudden.
yeah, well,
And
that could be money
police,
laundering from drugs or terrorism or anything. Yeah,
or whatever, the police said, the money's
mm,
coming from the UK, check
mm,
on it. And
mm,
so they just trace the bank accounts coming back.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a, um, yeah, well, that's it. That somebody found the weak link there. I mean, you and I both know the minute you start sending money over, and you have a warning if you use a money transfer service, um, that if you over a certain amount over a period of time, you've got to justify it.
Or if that's the case in Europe.
It is the case in Europe because I've actually, yeah, I've spoken to people who have had to audit these things, let's say, yeah. And if you work for a bank or something, there is something suspicious across Europe, you are duty bound to flag it up. It might be nothing. And if you transfer some money, it's so like you get an inheritance from somewhere, and especially okay outside Europe as well, but within Europe as well. If you get an inheritance and it's a big sum of money, you want to transfer it, you have to prove where the inheritance came from. And there's even one case I've heard of where they've had to prove where the guy who left the inheritance, I died, got the money from as well. Because obviously somebody could die, croak, or pretend to croak, I suppose, depending on circumstances. I'm not going to give much away, but and then leave the money to a nephew or a niece or a son.
Well, I'm surprised that the authorities, that the Department of Works and Pensions didn't didn't sniff her at
Well,
because these ladies, for it to be done to make it look as innocent as possible, if it's 6,000 different fraudulent claims,
mm,
they would need 6,000 bank accounts. They would need 6,000 identities,
well,
6,000 addresses.
it would depend on amounts. Possibly if they're small amounts, there's probably. I mean, okay, I know we're saying the amount of money we are, so it was small, but yeah, I mean, my mind isn't of a criminal kind. Um, yeah, I mean, this is it. Sometimes this is why over a period of time, they people look at money transfers because you can get away with a small amount of money going, but then when you look at the over a period of time, how much money gets transferred. So sometimes, yeah, somebody who's up to something isn't going to suddenly send $2 million somewhere.
No, sir, you're missing the point. I'm
Yeah,
talking about the Director of Work and Pensions.
yeah, but that's what I mean.
They,
It,
they,
it depends
they
on
are
the amounts. Yeah.
sending these allowances, these
Mm,
£1,000 a month or whatever it is,
mm.
to the same bank account.
Well, that's it.
They
Yeah.
they must have realised that, or it's all going to all the claims are being done by the same address. I mean, you'd have to have a housing estate to have 6,000 different addresses.
Well, this is why I'm suspicious about it. I mean, it's either totally automated, but again, the algorithms or things in each of the system should pick that up more efficiently than a human possibly could. Or
Yeah,
there's
sure.
there's something. It's obviously something very strange, but something very very strange. Um, or yeah, I mean, I didn't read the article. It'd be interesting to know more. Read the actual court details, the actual court procedures, how they did it, but they might not even publish them because I
No, they
wouldn't
didn't.
want to get.
They just said they were found guilty. They all pleaded
Yeah,
guilty.
yeah,
All were found guilty, and that was that.
yeah. I mean,
Pay back, pay back 1 million.
yeah. I mean, that's probably the realistic amount they think they can get back off these people before they get deported. Now, the fact that they've done something that's bad in Bulgaria, if they get sent back to Bulgaria, I'd imagine the Bulgarian authorities will be very interested in them. I
Didn't
don't
do
know. I'm
anything.
just saying that if the
Yeah,
Bulgar,
didn't do anything bad in Bulgaria. They just sent the money there,
well,
bought
yeah,
the
but
house.
but tell me the Bulgarian authorities informed
Yes,
the
that's right. Because there was an awful lot of money coming in
well,
from the same area,
well,
from the same.
so it's now been proved to be fraudulent money. So that's money
No,
laundering. They've done money.
no,
They've done money laundering into the country.
no, sir.
Well, I'm just
It's
saying.
identifying that a lot of money has been coming in
Yeah.
does not automatically say that it's been laundered. It
Well,
doesn't automatically say that the money is being stolen. It
no,
just says a lot of money's been coming in.
but now they know that the money was gained fraudulently. Surely the police in the UK will be returning the favour to the Bulgarian authorities and saying the money you got sitting there. I know you say
Well,
safe in the bank.
perhaps if there's money in bank accounts, depends on whose the bank accounts are.
Exactly, but I mean, I'm just sort of saying it's a public thing now. The Bulgarian authorities will know that the money they've got sitting in whatever over in there in properties or anything else is ill-gotten gains.
If it's in other people's names.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still ill-gotten. Surely that's a
Of
pending
course, it's all
investigation.
everybody knows about it, but nobody can do anything about it. I'm afraid.